Anyone who thinks hot rod SUVs are just big-engined and aggressively styled versions of their civilian counterparts should have a chat with the folks at SRT. They strive to make complete packages. Case in point, while developing the Dodge Durango SRT, engineers ran the SUV around Virginia International Raceway. Yup, the same one we visit annually, with and without an intake in the lower left corner of the front fascia. The difference was 1.2 seconds per lap in hot conditions. So the production model has the intake.Having an intake positioned close to the ground on an SUV removes some utility from the equation. We're fine with that, and we're guessing most people interested in this truck would be, too. This vehicle isn't likely to tackle the Rubicon Trail, with a low intake. Fording streams or washed-out roads is out of the question. And the SRT's Pirelli P0 run flat summer tires, a $595 option. Prefer pavement.Dodge would love it if we took their word for it that the Durango SRT had turned an NHRA-certified elapsed time of 12.9 seconds instead of testing the car ourselves. As with the Challenger SRT Demon, we don't doubt Dodge's performance claims. We're sure the Durango SRT made a 12.9-second pass while the NHRA was watching. It's just that the grippy launch surface of a drag strip probably fully accounts for the 0.4-second difference from our testing, which is conducted without that benefit.Transforming a regular Durango R into an SRT involves swapping out the 5.7-liter V8 and replacing it with the gloriously throaty 6.4-liter Hemi that SRT uses in other products, then modifying the suspension with stiffer springs, 3% stiffer in front, 16% in back, an 18% stiffer rear anti-roll bar, and adaptive Bilstein shock absorbers. The wide-mouth grille, dual exhaust outlets, and hood with obligatory scoop and heat shedding, rear-facing nostrils complete the exterior look. The price premium to step up from a 360 horsepower RT to a 475 horsepower SRT is $16,700, which may seem like a lot, but at $64,090 to start, the Durango SRT is a whole lot. The car.The masterminds at SRT are at it again, this time applying the Go Fast treatment to the three-row Durango. Under its ventilated hood sits a growling 475 horsepower 6.4-liter V8, driving all four wheels through an 8-speed automatic. A gaping front air intake, 20-inch wheels, and dual 4.0-inch tailpipes give the Durango SRT a menacing aesthetic, while adaptive suspension dampers and a number of adjustable drive modes provide track-ready dynamics. Expected on dealer lots before the end of 2017. This SRT variant gets 8 driving modes, including Sport, Track, Snow, Tow, Valet, and Eco. You also can let the car interpret your inputs while in auto or mix your own recipe of transmission, stability control, all-wheel drive, suspension, and steering preferences in the custom mode. Even in the softest setting, the ride is appropriately taut. Some credit for the ride quality goes to the 119.8-inch wheelbase, which is 5.0 inches longer than that of the Jeep Grand Cherokee with which the Durango shares a platform. Suspension damping is ratcheted up to a firm but tolerable level in sport. In track mode, the all-wheel drive system directs as much as 70% of available torque to the rear axle, but the ride is so coarse it could polish stones.The SRT's 0.87-gram skid pad figure isn't bad, but it isn't fully representative of this SUV's handling prowess. For starters, turn-in is crisp, precise, and altogether very un-truck-like. The steering also communicates butting understeer with clarity. It's fast and stable at speed, and the anti-roll bar, stiffer than the one in the RT, does a commendable job of keeping the SRT on an even keel. Four 295/45 ZR20 Pirelli tires and Brembo brake hardware, 6-piston calipers on 15.0-inch diameter rotors in front with 4-piston calipers clamping down on 13.8 inches of iron in the rear, haul the Dodge down from 70 miles per hour in 167 feet. 1 foot longer than needed by the Mercedes-AMG GLS63 and 1 foot shorter than the last Grand Cherokee SRT we tested. Dodge may have found a winning combination here. Many SUV buyers are looking for 3-row seating, and there is a smaller subset that wants a vehicle with the machismo of a muscle car. Until now, The only other three-row, high-performance option was the $126,000 Mercedes-AMG GLS63. BMW's X5M, while quicker and grippier than the Dodge, doesn't offer the optional third row that's available in the regular X5. It's the same situation with the Range Rover Sport SVR. If you get the hot engine, you can't have the third row, which is tiny, anyway.Properly equipped. The Durango SRT's tow rating is greater than those of even the large body on-frame SUVs from General Motors, at $71,270 as tested. The Dodge's price undercuts any SUV that even approaches the same level of performance. So, whatever off-road utility is lost, there's no penalty in useful everyday attributes. This Durango SRT may have been bred on a racetrack, but it deserves to live in a lot of garages.